Should you do a solo trip at Walt Disney World?
Yes. So I think that some people might be afraid of going on a solo trip because they think they'll be lonely.
Yeah, I think where the loneliness might set in is if you do a trip that's over like a weekend length. If you go for a week, then I could see it starting to wear on me, but for just a quick solo trip for a weekend or something like that, definitely awesome.
Yeah, I agree. I think to stave off the loneliness too, you can talk to cast members, you can talk to other people that you're waiting in line with, or if you have like friends on Instagram, you can meet up with those people. Like you don't have to be alone the entire time.
Yeah, when you're at Disney World, there's a lot more interaction than just with yourself. If you're there alone, there's a lot more to interact with.
Yeah. And it just gives you that freedom. You can do what you want when you want. The whole time.
And perhaps most importantly, you can eat whatever you want.
Yeah, that's
wherever
a big
you want.
deal. I feel like the bigger your group is, the harder it is to find a place to eat. Because some people are in the mood for something quick. Some people want to sit down. Some people want Chinese. Some people want American. Whatever it looks like, it gets really hard with bigger groups. Smaller groups, it gets a little easier, but you might still have differences. When you're by yourself, you just say, what do I want to eat? And then you go eat that thing.
Yeah, I think the food might be my favorite part of solo trips.
Yeah. Another thing is that you might go at a different pace than other people that you're with. Maybe you like to go, but the people that you're with just want to kind of go slow, or the opposite way.
If you're a lunatic like me, you want to spend 2 hours in the electric umbrella before it shuts down forever.
We did do that.
Yeah.
And that was nice. And we just people watched, and we watched the Fountain of Nations go off, and it was really nice.
For a last time, that's definitely not for everybody. I don't think everyone wants to spend 2 hours in a Disney quick service location. Another advantage to going on a solo trip is the single rider lines for the attractions.
Ooh.
You get shorter waits. I know I hopped on Everest, has one. I hopped on Everest a couple of times on my solo trip midday. Just bopped right on.
I've never done a single rider.
So the 3 single rider lines that are offered now are Test Track, Expedition Everest, and Rock and Roller Coaster. Just so you know.
As a content creator, it's important to me to have the ability to take the time to stop and get the right photo or video that I want too. Mm-hmm. And when I'm with a group of people, like when I'm with my mom or with Shane, I feel like I'm slowing them down and hindering them and like disrupting their vacation when I have to stop and do those things. But when I'm by myself, I can just say, I'm going to stop and get this B-roll, or I'm going to stop and get this perfect photo. I'm going to take a break and just scroll through Instagram or whatever it is, because I can do that. And then I'm not bothering anybody else's vacation. So it's nice to be able to do that.
Picture time is huge, especially if you have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
One downside to going alone is that you might have to pay a little more for your hotel if you're not splitting with someone. So if you're just going alone, you're going to pay the full price. So
on our most recent trip, I say that I crashed your solo trip, but also had my own solo trip. Because we agreed, like, we'll hang out and be together some of the time, but then other times we want to just split off and do our own solo thing.
Yeah.
So to have that agreement beforehand was like really nice because we didn't feel obligated.
There was no obligation.
Yeah. We just had the freedom to do it. That was awesome.
And we did. It was a good trip.
The first day I got there, I flew in the morning while you were at work. So I had the whole first day where I didn't even need to worry about like, does Zach want to get together? I just went and did my own thing. And then we met up
solo
that night. And then the rest of the trip was just, all right, I'll see you in a couple hours. Have fun.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was a good balance.
It was a really nice balance. So if you don't want to do a complete solo trip, maybe you can do like a half solo trip where you go with a friend, but have that agreement beforehand. Then maybe you'll split off every now and again.
Yeah. Honestly, even if you go to Disney with a group, splitting off solo for a couple of hours here and there is, I think, always a good idea.
Yeah. Gives you a better appreciation for things.
Mm-hmm. You can just take
it all in.
Oh, okay. Oh, dear.
So, Zach, should you go on a solo trip to Walt Disney World?
If you like Walt Disney World and want to go there, yes, I think you should. If you do not like Walt Disney World, then I do not recommend it. I guess if I had one more tip to give about solo trips, it would be to stay on property at Disney rather than some off-site hotel, because the Uber rides are going to pile up and you just feel more comfortable with everything when you're at a Disney hotel, in my opinion. So I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. Have you guys gone on solo trips? If so, what was your experience? Did you enjoy it? Would you do it again? Would you not do it again? If you haven't done one, do you have any questions? Let us know. We've both done it. I've done multiple ones, so let us know.
Yeah. Bye.
We'll see you when?
Soon. Real soon.
Real soon. We'll say real. All right.
So.
Low. Trips.
Our second videos are always so ridiculous.
Yeah, we're off the rails. That's
off
fine.
the rails. I had candy, to be fair. It's Halloween time.
I did not, but that's okay. Should you do a solo trip at Walt Disney World?
Yes.
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 Ready? You have to listen to my tapping.
Yes.
No, that was
I know,
it's a
I-
countdown. Yes.